Across the country, many independent pharmacies are selling out or even closing up, even as larger retailers are cutting staff and services. But a home-owned pharmacy in West Point is bucking those trends. It's rolling out a new service to help their customers with their healthcare needs. Keely Shields visits Point City Drugs to find out how it plans to deliver. She joins us now in the studio with more. Keely.
After the recent closing of Rose's Drugstore, Point City Drugs is now the only independent pharmacy in West Point. A pharmacy tech at Point City says they're stepping things up to fill that void and provide more accessible health care to all of their customers. For years until they closed, Rose's Drugstore offered at-home medication delivery. Now with Point City being the only independent pharmacy in West Point, Wendy McMullen says they are adopting their old neighbors' services.
We started looking into delivery when an independent in town closed. They had been offering it for years, and so we know there is definitely a need for this service in our hometown. Right now, we're just kind of getting started.
McMullen says this is a way to serve all those in the community, no matter the circumstances.
We have patients who are getting older, and this gives them, a chance to stay home, either out of the weather or just, they don't drive. We have not only older patients, but sometimes people work, they go in before we start our day. They get off after we close.
And if you won't be home during a delivery, that's okay. Just call the pharmacy and they'll make sure and put it in a safe spot for you. With many medications on back order, independent pharmacies have added flexibility and are able to work with secondary companies. This allows them to find certain medications that big retailers may not have. McMullen says this is another way to help their customers get what they need.
And that's what one of my jobs is to look for medicines that we cannot get from our normal distribution center, from that company. We are able to look at several different companies to be able to find, even sometimes at a cheaper price for the patient.
And whether you are coming in the store or they are delivering to you, this is a way Point City Drugs is continuing to grow relationships with its customers. All deliveries will be made on Wednesdays for a $5 charge. To get on their drop-off list, Point City says to call by 3 o'clock on Tuesday.